As long as I've been in Korea, I feel like Korea's been very sexually confused. I'm not saying that people are confused, but I think the culture as a whole is confused about what to do with sexuality. I figured that over time, as things became more westernized and less conservative, that things would change in a meaningful way, but I don't really feel like that's been happening. I feel that as time passes, Korea gets sexually weirder and weirder. A friend once asked, do you mean kind of like Japanese weird? No, actually in the completely opposite way. Japan is sexually weird, but in a way that they turn everything into a fetish. Young girls are a fetish. Glasses are a fetish. Bad teeth are a fetish. Walking with your toes pointed inward is some kind of fetish. They take seemingly normal things that have no sexual connotations and sexualize them. No, Korea is the complete opposite. As Korea becomes more and more sexual, it desexualizes the things that are kind of blatantly sexual. Or at least people kind of outwardly deny any sexual connection to things that most people would recognize as being sexual. For example, K-pop girl groups, their clothing gets more and more revealing as their dances get more and more provocative. A member of some girl group was once asked, like, how can you wear this stuff and dress like that and dance like that? Don't you feel kind of dirty or skeevy or whatever? And she said, no, it's just an act, it's not who I am. Even Hyuna, who's being kind of promoted as like a sex object, has said, like, my music videos, those images don't reflect the real me. In order to kind of project that image, don't you kind of have to own it in some way? I believe any performer, what they do should be some kind of reflection or expression of who they really are, who they want to be. Let's look at it in terms of two ends of one spectrum. On one hand, you got public society, which started off very conservative. And on the other side, you got prostitution, which was not really talked about, not really admitted. As time goes on, the public side gets a little more sexual. You got the sexy dances, you got the clothes, you got the makeup, you got the surgery, you got all the high heels. On the other side, the secret sexual stuff is becoming a little more public. You got people knowing what DVD bongs are for, or what teenagers and young couples really do with them. You got all the stuff on the street, all these flyers and cards that doesn't sound explicitly sexual. You got like kiss bang, which you go to a room and you kiss someone? But in any case, this stuff is becoming more well-known, more not necessarily talked about, but people are aware of it. It's not just kept underground. But then on the public side, you got even more. You got women getting obsessed with getting a good figure, but not really talking about what that figure's supposed to be, that it's supposed to be more attractive. It's just the standard of beauty or the standard of health or something. You have women frequently using the word sexy to describe each other, but not necessarily in a sexual way, just that they look good or they look slim or something. And then on the darker side, you find out about all these scandals and all the stuff that celebrities and pop stars have to do to get in with their company and the favors. Not to mention how common prostitution and women working at those types of places are, but still no one's really doing anything about it or confronting the issues or really speaking out. So the gap in the middle of these two sides is the conversation, the acceptance of what's going on, like the openness of sexuality. And I feel like although the gap keeps narrowing, we never cross it. And that's why I feel like Korea is getting weirder and weirder sexually, because things just keep increasing, but we never quite get there. I thought when Abracadabra came out, the music video for that song with the whole sexy dance, I'm like, whoa, is Korea ready for that? That's a bit, that takes it a few steps further than anyone else has yet. Didn't change anything. I thought when couples started kissing publicly, that it meant like, oh, there's a whole sexual revolution, couples are open about it, older people accept it. No, I don't know what the tipping point would be, because I'm not talking about something that exists, I'm talking about something that seems not to exist. I still feel like it's just kept on the down low, that it's not as open as it may seem to be for any non-Korean looking at Korean society. It's interesting, but it also drives me crazy.